I had last year, there was someone I met, I think it was in Tractor Supply, and I was just feeling really down about something. I don't even remember what it was. And I ran into a lady at Tractor Supply, and we were chit-chatting. I think she mentioned something about chickens, and so we were talking about animals. I am taking that break. This is my break. So we were talking about animals, and she said something about how she works with horses. Like, there's an equestrian center nearby, and I was like, oh, I wish I could do that. That would be so cool. And I got the information, but I didn't really do anything with it. And then I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I see this center asking for some help. And what help they need is with feeding them and then turning them out. And I was like, that would be really cool. I wonder. And it's for the morning. And I was like, So my word of the year this year is yes. So if I'm on the fence with something, I have to say yes. So I had to say yes. So, hey, Mark. I'm telling my story about where I went today. So the equestrian center was looking for somebody for the morning feeding of the horses and the turning out. And I was like, that sounds like something I could do. That doesn't sound that hard. Not a lot of struggle. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, I have high interest and very little experience. I said, would you be willing to train me? And she responded pretty quick, and she's like, well, we're looking for someone with more experience. And I said, well, I'm willing to volunteer. And she says, you want to meet up? And so I met the lady at the equestrian center today, and I got to help her. This is so dumb. Help her feed the horses. I helped feed the horses, and I watched what her morning routine is with some of them, and I watched as she turned them out, and between today and a couple days ago, I've been watching all these YouTube videos to try to get information. And it looks like Connie's watching. Hi, Connie. And I asked her, what are the do's and don'ts with horses and stuff like that, because I was just so geeked, but I wanted to not go there as a total newbie. And so what I learned from watching videos and things is that every horse is different. Every single horse is fed different usually. Some of them, they can get fat just from air. Some of them can't gain weight. And some of them are old and some are young, so they need different feeds. And I was like, oh, gosh, I hope they're just going to tell me all this stuff, because I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. And then turning out horses, I was like, I don't know what that is. And then, as it turns out, when you turn out horses, you take them from the stables and out into the paddock. So they have freedom. So it sounds like it's a joyous thing. But then I learned you got to be careful, because I didn't learn this from her today, but I learned this from my videos. You got to be careful because they can be so excited to go out that they might bolt, or they might try to pull or run away. And you got to be careful with the lead. And there's all these different things. But anyway, I got to pet horses today. And I got to touch them. And the stables were very smelly, but it's okay because it was horse smelly. Not chicken smelly like I'm used to, but it was exciting. So I go back next week, and then I'll just kind of follow. I have to get boots. I have to get good boots, because I was just wearing the short sloggers that I use that are waterproof. So I have to get some good boots, and then I go back next week, and I'm going to kind of follow her around in her feeding routine, and her feeding and the turning out schedules and stuff. And it looks like besides horses, she also feeds. It is more complex than you think. Muck boots. Yeah, I got to get muck boots. So where do I get them from? I don't even know where. And she said that her shoe size and my size are the same, which is cool. And she says she wears a men's size 7 because they're wider, or even a youth size 6 she can fit into. Oh, okay. Tractor Supply Company. Okay. All right, I'll take a look. And they have to be comfortable. Like, I have taller ones, the taller chicken boots, but they're not, I didn't buy them big enough to put, like, socks on, too, so I don't want my feet to freeze. But it was so fun. So she's got a big goat and 2 little goats, so I can get my goat fix, and I can get a horse fix, and I can learn, and learn, and learn, and learn. And, what else? Oh, and she's got feral cats, too. And just a very nice lady. So, yeah. So, I would like a little bit more structure with my regular work job hours so that I can plan to go to help her out. plan around my work hours, but it's hard if I don't know exactly what my work hours are. So, if you guys can pray that I get all the access I need and I get all the work I need to make 40 hours every week, that would be like awesome. And I got to pet horses. Well, not really. It wasn't like petting, but it was like socializing with them. I wanted to pet them all. I wanted to pet them all and love them all and hug on them all. And I guess you can't do that either. You have to be like, you have to make sure they know you're in charge. But it was exciting. And a long, long, long time ago, I think when I was in either junior high or high school, 2 different summers, I went to a horse camp for a week because my girlfriend Diane and I were horse crazy, and it was so fun. But I can't remember anything really about it. So, but I felt I mean I didn't have a lot of words to say because I was just taking it all in. And she said that she's not used to being the one that's talking all the time. Usually all the other people are talking. I was like, hey, you just keep talking. I'm just going to listen. Because there's a lot I have no idea about. So I want to learn. And I don't know. I was just excited. And I wasn't going to say anything yet, but I'm just too excited. I was going to wait until I have like some photos of, hey, here's me and this horse. Here's me and this horse. Hey, look what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? But I can't even show off because what if I show off and the horse kicks me? Or I fall in the muck, in the mud or whatever. Anyway, I touched horses today. I fed horses today. I did do some feeding. I guess if you call taking what she scooped out and then pouring it in their bowl, feeding them. That's what I did. And I gave them. No, I didn't give them the straw. She did that, but it was fun.